Good morning, Dam. Good morning, classmates. Our topic is all about wildlife census techniques. Wildlife census. It may be defined as the enumeration or counting of a particular species in a particular area, habitat, in a particular time, as well as dividing them into age and 6 classes. It is also called as wildlife inventory, species inventory, population estimation, and game survey. And also, it is originated from the Latin word sincere, which means to estimate. So, although it is called wildlife census, in practice, total count of wild animals in their natural habitat is not possible. Wildlife managers generally go for wild animal estimates with the help of some indices and through a calculation to arrive at a figure as close as possible to the actual number of animals in a given area. So wildlife census have methods. Number 1 is the general methods. Count directly the number of individuals. Sampling the habitat, attempted complete enumeration, flatly sampling. So, in general methods, census can be either conducted by direct counting or by indirect counting methods. In the direct count methods, the individuals are seen and counted, whereas in direct count method, evidence left by animals are recorded to estimate the population. Second is the quadrate method. Sampling areas is divided into small squares called quadrate, suitable for sampling plants, slow-moving animals, and some aquatic organisms. As you can see in the example picture below, square. So, the quadrate method is used to sample sessile organisms using a square which all individuals are counted. Extrapolation of the data to the entire habitat results in a population size estimate. Mark recapture method. Sample animals are catch up, mark them and release them to mix truly with the rest of the population and recapture to estimate the size of the population mathematically. So that's the example below. Ang M, mo na siya ang number mark in first catch. Diba pag magtanaw kag langgam, sa layo pa lang daan, pag tuni mo og for example 5 lang, pero kuanday na sila, nagka-double ba? Ang N, mo na siya ang estimated population size. Ang C, number caught in second catch in total. Ang R, number recaptures in second catch. So, mark recapture method. Their method involves capturing a number of animals, marking them, releasing them back into the population, and then determining the ratio of marked of unmarked animals in the population. Distance sampling. It is widely used group of closely related methods for estimating the density and or abundance of biological populations. The main methods are line transect. A series of straight lines or track lines is traversed by an observer. This may be achieved in various ways depending on the study species. That's the example of line transect. This is the example of line transect. Point transect. And these methods, points are selected randomly and count number of organisms present at each point. From this number, the population size is estimated. So point transect, as you guys in that picture, diba, kani siya na dire ang point transect unya stream channel 300m 200m. Point transect. This method is a technique based on point sampling to determine cover. Each transect considered as simple unit and summarized data from several transects are required for statistical analysis of cover data to compare differences among years or site. While sa line transect, this method of sampling, the data collected are the distance of the objects being surveyed from these randomly placed lines, and the objective is to estimate the average density of the objects within a region. That's all of my topic, and my co-reporter will continue. Thank you.
Hello everyone, especially to our instructor, Ma'am Rosalie Basalo. This time, I will be going to discuss about the continuation from our topic, census, wildlife census techniques. So, continuation, camera trapping method. The use of automatic cameras triggered by passing animals, record medium to large mammals, and terrestrial birds in the field. Photographs provide objective records or evidence of an animal's presence and identity. So, as you seen in the sample pictures, you can see that there is a hidden camera under the grass, under the tree. And when we say a camera trap, it's also a automatically triggered by change in some activity in its vicinity. So, like a presence of an animal. So, camera trapping is a method for capturing wild animals on film when researchers are not present. So, it means that camera trapping was also one of the wildlife census techniques, and has been used in ecological research for decades. So, matagal-tagal na rin daw ito ginagamit. Itong ganitong techniques. And then, so, how does a camera trap work? So, the modern camera trap is simply a digital camera connected to an infrared sensor which can see warm objectives or objects are moving, like animals. When an animal moves past the sensor, it causes the camera to fire, recording an image or video to the memory card for later retrieval. So, kadalasan ginagamit nating mga researcher or ng mga is yung camera trap. Ito yung magandang gagamitin pag ka ng mga hayop. At saka ito rin yung ginagamit na pag-record ng imahe or video to the memory card for later retrieval. And then, the types of the camera trapping techniques are active camera trap and passive camera trap. When we say active camera trap, noted only motion of animals. So, it means to this line that active camera trap, ito yung noted talaga na motion lang ng animals, while yung passive camera trap, motion as well as stripes. So as you can see in the sample pictures, there is two footprint of some kind animals, and then the other one is stripes. Okay, then camera types: infrared camera and digital flash camera. So, yung infrared camera, ito yung animal friendly. Bakit? Kasi, yung infrared camera, it take continuous shoot and produce black and white image. So, animal friendly siya kasi iniiwan mo lang yan siya doon sa puno or something, naka-hidden siya. And then, yung effects niya is naka-black and white yun. Tapos, hindi yun mapapansin siguro ng mga hayop. Or napapansin lang talaga ng mga hayop, pero animal friendly yun na camera. While the digital flash camera, it provides color images, not animal friendly. Yeah, that's true. Because digital flash camera, when you use the flash camera, so magte-trigger yung mga hayop. Talagang ma ma-terrified sila kasi pag gumagamit ka ng flash, 'di ba yun may lumalabas na ano, parang talagang flash, yun maano yung mga hayop, ma-terrified sila. Next is the method used in counting amphibia. So, when we say amphibia, it comes from the Greek word amphibious, which means to live or double life. It's the noun for the amphibian. Has its roots in the words amphe, of both kinds, and bios, meaning life. So, the word is used for the class of animals that spend part of their lives in water and part on land. So, ito yung, as you can see in the sample pictures, ito yun siya yung mga sample ng magbilang ka ng mga amphibia. So, first is netting. So, netting, alam na natin kung ano yung netting, yung ginagamit na parang ano, yung parang mosquito yun siya na, ano, parang net bag, ganun. Tapos trapping. So, when you say trapping, may mga ibang bagay ka na ginagamit para mag-trap ka ng mga something species dun sa tubig. Naninirahan dun sa tubig. Then, ang removal method. So, ito na yung removal methods. Ito yung siguro, ito yung nilalagay mo, tsaka kinuha mo na, or yung nilagay mo, for example, nilagay mo yung net kagabi, and then kinaumagahan, kinuha mo at saka mabibilang mo na kung ilan yung nakapaloob doon sa net bag. The next is using multiple studies. So, yung dito sa using multiple studies, nasa sayo na yun, o yung mga initiative na nagagamitin mo. Then next, methods used in counting reptiles. So, ang reptiles, ito yung yung first na techniques is hand capturing. So, kung yung hand capturing, yun, yung kamay mo lang yung ginagamit mo na magbilang ng mga species. Then yung nosing, trapping, and then marking individuals. So ito na yun, as you can see in the sample pictures, ito na yun siya. Ito yung mga sample niya. And then the next slide, role in conservation. So, the role in conservation, first is status of particular species, then ratio of male and female. So, yung bilang ng mga babae na hayop tsaka yung lalaki na mga hayop, and then age of the species. So, dito ay ang role nila is ito yun, number of individuals belonging to the different species. Yes, number of individuals. So, iba-iba na mga klase na hayop na but ibang species. And then the last slide, conclusion. So, therefore, by using wildlife census techniques, by census, we can able to know the status of an organism, habitat, distribution, reproductive behavior, and number. And based on the status, different conservation strategies are used. And that's all for our topic, and thank you for listening.